Hey, what's up, guys? We're gonna be here with another video, and today we're talking about the Black Friday units. I thought we would only be able to review 2 of them, but all 4 of them are in the data. So let's get into it. All this TMR is basically Cloud's TMR with some added LB fill, so it's better. And I believe Black Sparky is the best gun in the game now. So scrolling here, her main Magnus move is really not that useful, I don't think. I just feel like it's not going to be very useful at all, even though it has a very good imperil in it. She's gonna die. Like, the attack, she gets the attack boost, and then she does the damage, and then she dies. And you can't use. I don't think you can use auto re-raise on her. I feel like this is not a very good move if you're using her as a chain, or if you're using it as a finisher. Like, if you put her as a finisher and use that move, maybe it would be good then. And she's probably really good for Dark Vision because she has a bunch of different kinds of chaining. But what I'm seeing, oh, she's got to have Imperial, like, imbue somewhere. There it is. I was looking for them. They're up there. Decent modifier for imbues, and she also has some pretty good modifiers. So basically, she has 75 times mods at max, I think. Triple casting. On everything considered, I think that's pretty good. And my burst it's just a finishing move, but also gives her triple cast for 4 turns, which is quite a while. That's a lot of some good modifier buffs, and she also gets triple cast at the start of battle, and also being revived. I like that. I like that quite a bit, so that's pretty good. Yeah, she's good, but she's just another damage dealer, guys. She really isn't anything that special. She really isn't anything that special, guys. We haven't already seen. I just feel like if you have Eric, if you have King Rain, you're set. You're good. I just don't feel like she's anything that you should be worrying about. I think she's pretty underwhelming, but just have good bolting strike damage and stuff like that. But they did say she wouldn't have Stardust Ray, but I mean, come on, the Stardust Ray it's bad. It's really bad. So she's mainly a bolting strike unit. Can chain. Oh, she does have start. Never mind. It's only for the imbue. Well, she'll be able to chain with 11, and also I can't think of anyone else. If she can chain with 11, and technically kind of can chain with King Rain, but you probably wouldn't want to do it that way because her Stardust Ray is just really bad. Not bad, but like it's just not that good. And of course, she gets the Mortifier, just like her other one did. So all in all, she's just another damage dealer, guys. I'm sorry to disappoint everyone who's wanting I'll be good, but just it really isn't. It really isn't. Moving on to Zahn, one I was really excited about the most, and I feel like he is pretty exciting in a way. His modifier buffs I mean, his modifiers are super fucking high, without any kind of stacking damage or anything. Like, you guys, like, I can't make this up on the screen, but there's a trade-off. He does not have any imbues or imperils. You basically have to piggyback off of someone else. Like dupe chaining, by the way, is not going to be good. You want to chain this guy with someone else. So don't dupe chain, because it's just not going to be good. He'd be really good in dark vision, that's for sure. He'd be really, really good in dark visions. And also his Black Mirror can basically copy almost anything, I believe. I believe that it doesn't steal mitigation, but that was basically the biggest contention. It does have 150% true dual wield, which is pretty damn good. And he has obviously has the 6 times cap. Very good. And by the way, these skill names, by the way, these are really cool. Fucking skill names, dude. Anyways, yeah. And do you really want to equip this TMR? I mean, there's no reason not to equip it, unfortunately. This TMR is kind of bad. It's more defensive. Basically, you want to get his S TMR, which really sucks. And you want to equip a weapon. You just have a decent weapon selection, but not the best weapon selection. Whips and throwing weapons, not really the best, honestly, but it is what it is. And also, as promised on the stream, he can chain with King Rain and also Elena and also Ayu. And the stop thing is just for flavor, just like his old form. But yeah, you can chain. I will say I didn't see any limit burst damage increases though. No, he doesn't actually have any limit burst increased damage, so actually it really isn't, like, yes you can chain with it, but it's not really going to do that much damage, guys. He doesn't have any ways of getting his limit burst damage up unless you build him that way. Which you probably will anyways, you probably will. But his ground chaining is on point. You just need to steal. You just need to copy, not steal. You just need to copy. I mean, so basically, one of your turns is not gonna. You're not gonna be dealing much damage. You're setting up. But he does have triple cast, but not with all of his abilities. Only with some of them. So with the stealing ones, you need to do otherwise. It's just another one of those units that has triple cast for different abilities and stuff like that. Dual cast, triple cast for. Can't use all of them, unfortunately. So there will be a turn where you're not going to be able to be dealing any damage with him. But when you do start dealing damage with him, you will. It's going to be a lot of damage. So basically, 69 times mod triple casting. So basically he's gonna be around the same tier as King Rain and the like. But I don't think he's gonna be better than Eric. Mainly because you basically need to copy buffs, and dupe chaining is non-existent for this guy. Because, well, I mean you can, but I don't think dupe chaining would be that good. So I think Zahn is very good. I'm pretty hyped to get him. Yeah, I think I'm pretty hyped to get him. Plus he has good theming abilities. 80% chance of less being targeted. That's pretty good as well. Although I'm not sure if that's going to work against Kefka's final form, because I think he just hits anybody anyways. But still, very good steal. And also, common rare drops rates 100% each, and also skill increasements. That's what most people are wanting. Also, he has 50% evasion, by the way. It's a shame that he doesn't have any provokes. In fact, he has camouflage, so actually the evasion is kind of not the best, but it's good. He can't really be a 100% draw tank, unfortunately, though. He does have Grand Waylay, so basically he's gonna steal, just like his other form did. And I mean, he also has some breaks here as well, which I was pretty surprised about. And you kind of want to use that because it has a high modifier to it. So you want to put that in your rotation. Yeah, I'd say Zahn is really good. I would say he's up there right now. He's good. Yeah, Zahn is good and I'm really happy. And this guy right here, if you've been watching this far into the video, you are going to witness the best unit we've gotten in a long time. Minus one error. Minus one small flaw that you may already have or may not have, depending on what your equipment is. Aiden is probably going to be the best healer for a long time, and since the JB side does not have very many healers, it's kind of hard to judge, but he has triple cast white magic. He has a lot of the moves that a lot of people would like to have, including Cure Charm, and also Cure all stats ailments in one move. Also makes it you're immune to Charm and also stats, so it cures and then prevents. I'd say that's pretty damn good already. Also, he has to cure all stats ailments and heal. I mean, he has a lot of things in here, guys. He has a lot of good things in here, like auto revive, or he has revive and then auto revive on the next turn. It's very good for threshold and stuff like that. And also antibodies boost. That's gonna be a pretty damn good heal. 5 times modifier to that. That's pretty new. I'm not counting the Lena TMR. That doesn't count. I'm talking about like actual like cooldowns or abilities that do mod boost for healing. That's pretty interesting. And for the move that everybody's been wanting to look at, well, 2 of them actually. This is insane, by the way. That's the reason why it's only 2 uses per battle. But if you're gonna like try to one-shot a boss and you're not like you're trying to do as few turns as possible, doing this move on your tank is gonna basically make them not die that easily. He basically gets 10k 8 more HP, kind of. I think that's pretty insane. And it doesn't even have any restrictions on when you can use it, like turn available on turn X. It's just used whenever you want. So very good. And also, unfortunately, taster of your own medicine, and he's only able to be targeted for one turn. But evasion, 20 attacks, that's pretty ridiculous. And also 20%, 200% spirits. The move that he gets countered with is pretty good as well, since the spirit scaling, and he has spirit TDH, which is pretty interesting. I believe we have some things that we can use for that, by the way. We got recently. The Katy Perry unit, the free one, I believe that is TDH, but I'm not sure. I think it is. TMR is pretty good. Probably would want to get multiples of those because that's pretty decent spirit. And also, the STMR is decent. I think it was like 2 limit burst crystals per turn. The only thing that people have been saying that he doesn't have like LB support. That's okay. I don't really care too much about that. But the main flaw that he has, but you may have something to negate that, is that he does not have Dispelga, which is, in my eyes, pretty annoying. He has Dispel, but not Dispelga. That kind of sucks. But if you have Lena's STMR, that kind of negates it. However, then that means you can't use his STMR, or you have to negate the Spirit TDH. So it's kind of like he had to have a weakness somewhere. The Limit Burst is very strong. Cures all stat breaks on the next turn. And make sure that you have the HP barrier up. Very good. And also the heal lingers afterwards, 4 turns, and make sure you're getting healed every turn. Yeah, he's everything. He's everything you would want, besides getting the Spellga, of course. He's the complete package. So definitely, probably gonna be the best healer in the game now, until the next healer comes around and they make another best healer. But for now, this guy is very good, very good. I recommend, out of all the 4, probably all 4 of these units, probably this is the one you would probably want to focus on, or just wait for him to come off banner, I guess, because they're not. Remember, they're not limited time only. And lastly, Zyrus, the one I was also really hyped for, but there's some limitations, I think. His modifiers are pretty low at the start, and also his Magnus ability only used once, and since it doesn't last a very long time. Sure, they increase pretty high, but it's only for 2 turns. It should have been like permanent or something. Well, at least for a lot longer. 2 turns, you basically have to use that during a time where you're able to deal as much damage as possible. Otherwise, his modifiers are only a little bit higher than Terra's even. At least his imperils are more accessible, and he has more chaining families. Absolute Zero, pretty good, and also Bolting Strike, which I'm not sure about that one, but he does have Chaos Wave Awakened, which is nice. Unfortunately, his Thunder Chaining is Bolting Strike, so he can't chain with Kefka. That sucks. I'm not really sure why he has Bolting Strike magic, but and so many of his abilities, but I mean, it's okay. It is what it is. He's strong. I'm not sure exactly if he's going to be able to still beat Kimono Fina though. Kimono Fina has much easier access to all of her stuff that she needs to do, whereas Zyrus, he needs to jump through a bunch of hoops, like using his Lona Burst and using his cooldowns, and obviously having to time his Magnus ability correctly to get those huge mod boosts. I feel like Kimono Fina is probably still going to be better, but I could definitely be wrong. He might be better in the short term, but the long term I think Kimono Fina is better. And unfortunately he's going to be really squishy since he relies on magic TDH. He does have some HP passives, but not a whole lot. In fact, he's kind of in the same boat as TD Terra, where she has not much HP buffs. He does not have very much, so Pacify data. He gets quadcast for 1 turn just like Terra does. Although unfortunately you can't actually chain with Terra at all. That's wasted. Yeah, you can't chain with Terra at all. They don't share the same elements. That's a wasted opportunity. He does have killers. And also he has guts, which is pretty nice. I would say if you are in need of a mage, this is probably going to be the time that you want to go for a mage. But at the same time, CD Dark Fina is going to be around the corner. Don't know what she's going to be like, but might be better than Zyrus, honestly. That's really unfortunate because I was really hoping to get him. But I feel like Zyrus is just going to be worse than CD Dark Fina. CD Dark Fina has so many better things going on with her in comparison. So I don't know. That's up to you guys to decide. You guys like this guy more than CG Darktrina? She's obviously gonna get buffed. And she'll be able to chain with many more people than in comparison. In comparison to this guy. So it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about Zyrus. Oh wow, we are 20 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry guys. I should have shortened this down a little bit. So basically Aiden is probably going to be the best option for you, because there are not very many healers in the game, and you may not even have a very good healer. You may still have Ayaka, and I feel bad for you if you are. But yeah, if you still have Ayaka or something, definitely this is the time to upgrade to Zyrus. Or not Zyrus, sorry, Aiden. Forgive me, it's really still late. It's still late. I'm doing this without much sleep. The favorite definitely is Aiden though. Zahn is gonna be a wild card. Olive is a pass. Just a standard damage dealer. If you like Olive, I guess you can go for her, but she's just gonna do damage. She really isn't anything super interesting. And Zyrus is just a magic damage dealer, but with CG Darktrina looming around the corner, you never know if you even would even want to go for her or not. Or him, sorry. And that's a wrap on all that stuff. Let me know what you guys think. Am I wrong in my assessments? Or am I kind of hitting the money on these? I know most people in the comment section are probably going to be hyped for Aiden, though. I think he deserves hype. He has something to go for. I think I'll be going for him too. So, appreciate everybody coming to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed. If there's anything further that I didn't hit on, I think you can in the comment section. But I think I've hit pretty much on all the highlights. Zahn has pretty much everything you would ever want, and more. Or Aiden, sorry, Aiden. Zahn has pretty much everything you would want. Most people would want, like the thieving abilities and stuff. So he probably, if you have him, he's probably gonna replace the 4-star version. I think we covered everything, guys. I just don't want to miss anything. His Magnus ability is pretty insane, though. I have to say that. That's pretty insane. That alone just makes him really crazy. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, sorry if I'm repeating myself. Just trying to cover all bases here. A+ for Aiden. I would say A for Zahn, B+ for Zyrus, and a C for Olive, because she just isn't anything interesting to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there'll be some crazy trial video where she'll destroy bosses in one hit or some shit. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. What are your grades on these units? And if you're new to the channel and you've been watching this long for some reason, please consider subscribing. And just let me know down below what you guys think. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.